Hi, everybody. I'm Pastor Bill from Open Door Baptist Church in Morehead City. And thanks for coming back for another word of encouragement, a weekday video series that we produce in order to help us all to put our eyes and minds and hearts back onto God's stable and strength-giving words of encouragement in His Bible. And today we are going to take a look at a few stanzas coming out of the poem that is Psalm 9. In Psalm 9, we read these words, "But the Lord sits enthroned forever. He has established his throne for justice, and he judges the world with righteousness. He judges the people with uprightness. The Lord is a stronghold for the oppressed, a stronghold in times of trouble. And those who know your name put their trust in you. For you, O Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. Sing praises to the Lord who sits enthroned in Zion. Tell among the peoples his deeds. For he who avenges blood is mindful of them. He does not forget the cry of the afflicted. Be gracious to me, O Lord. See my affliction from those who hate me. O you who lift me up from the gates of death, that I may recount all your praises, that in the gates of the daughter of Zion I may rejoice in your salvation." Well, this certainly does give us a lot of fuel for encouragement and a lot of fuel for praise and prayer as well as rejoicing. I love the fact that this begins by reminding us who is in control, who is sovereign, who is sitting on their kingly throne, and not just for one lifetime, not even for one dynasty, but in fact forever. The Lord sits enthroned forever. He is an eternal sovereign king. And it goes on to remind us that not only is he a sovereign king, but he judges with uprightness. He is, the psalmist says, a stronghold for the oppressed and a stronghold in times of trouble. I'm sure that you don't know anything about this, but I myself feel like I am in a time of trouble, some times of trouble here, and it's good to know and to remember that I have a stronghold in the time of trouble in the Lord. And again, he goes on to then turn his, I love this, he then turns his attention from telling us about who God is to directly addressing God with praise, where he says that those who know your name, O Lord, they put their trust in you. To know God's name is to know his character, to know something about him. And the psalmist is saying, if you know something about God's character, then you put your trust in him. That's the whole point here of this psalm, is to remind us that God is strong. He is a king. He is a stronghold in times of trouble. And therefore, you know his character. Put your trust, your belief, your dependence fully on him. And then he turns from a prayer of praise to a prayer of need, where he reminds God of something. Oh, be gracious to me, O Lord. See my affliction. And then he ends this prayer and this song and this poem of praise. He ends this one stanza here that I've read. He ends it with this, "Oh, I want to rejoice in your salvation." A lot of times we think of our own, we kind of put ourselves in the center of that, don't we? My salvation, as though I own it. But we are reminded once again that salvation belongs to the Lord, and that we rejoice in his salvation that he has bestowed graciously upon us. Well, I do hope that this is material, that this is like building material for you today in your faith and in your encouragement as you go through this day. And I hope that you'll tune in tomorrow to receive more material for words of encouragement in your life.